Hey guys, and welcome to Ozzie Reviews. Today I'm checking out the brand new Spromise S688 4G trail camera. Now guys, this is quite an improvement over the original 3G S378 Spromise camera, which is this one here. So just to start with, I thought I'd show you this one. I've had this a couple of years now, and I mean, it's been out in the weather, it's not been inside at all, and it's just worked flawlessly. As you can see, even the finish on it, hasn't really faded with the sun. It keeps the finish nicely, and it's just performed very well. So I was very excited to see the newer 4G S688. So this is it here. It's not released officially until next month. So at the time of doing this review, being November 2021, it's going to be December 2021 for the release here in Australia. So let's talk about it a little bit. The big difference with this one is that it's got a built-in GPS as well. So when you actually move the camera, and it's pretty much like an anti-theft device, it will actually send you a message with the GPS coordinates. The actual dimensions on it are 130mm by 90mm by 75mm. Obviously that's without the antenna on top. It weighs about 450 grams without the batteries. On top we got the high gain 4G antenna. So to give you, I guess, a real world explanation or comparison with it, I've got a gully here on the farm where I'm flat out getting 1 bar of 3G. When I have used this, I actually get full bars of 4G. So it does actually pick up very, very well. Now, the thing that I like about the camera is that it sends obviously an MMS message to your mobile phone. So you simply get a text message. You can set it up for email as well, but for me, I prefer just to get a notification via text message on my phone. I've got a few different trail cameras set up around the farm, and it's just great. I mean, if some deer come across, or wild dogs, or even cattle wandering around, you're just going to get that message straight away to your mobile phone. Now it takes up to 24 megapixel photographs, so that's more than enough high quality in my view. Up to 2K high definition video with sound naturally, and we've got a 78-degree viewing angle. Now the memory card you can have in this is up to 64 gig. I just got a 16 gig one in it at the moment. Takes 12 AA's, or you can actually get what I've got here, and that's a solar panel, a 12 volt solar panel. And you want to make sure it's a decent enough size. Now this one here is available from Pro's Choice, okay, so that's where obviously I get my trail cameras from. So there's these guys here. The solar panels come in various different sizes. My advice would be let them know what your application is, and then they can sort you out, with a decent enough solar panel that's going to suit your needs. So why I say that is, if you don't have full sunlight for the entire day, so in other words, you've got a fair bit of shade in the afternoon, well, perhaps you may need a bigger solar panel to run it independently. Or of course you can run dual, so you can run the smaller solar panel as a bit of a backup, and then have the AA batteries there as well. As for mobile SIMs, these work perfectly with Telstra or Belong Mobile. That's what I've got. It's a little bit cheaper again than Telstra, and runs on the Telstra network. So we've also got it naturally being waterproof, IP65 from memory it is, and it'll operate from -20 up to 60 degrees Celsius. So yeah, it's going to handle any conditions here in Australia. When you open it up, what I like about this upgraded model is, instead of the older S378 where you had to take the whole front off, it's just got the bottom half that opens up, and you can easily access the controls there. You've got a eject button at the bottom here, okay, which just pops out the bottom so you can put your batteries in. And then just here we've got the actual Belong SIM. We've got the memory SIM card, and then we've also got a USB port there. Okay, so you can actually set this up on your computer if you want. But what I'll do, guys, is I'll just plug in this solar here so we've got some power, and we'll bring the camera in and I'll just run you through the setup with this, because it is fairly easy to do. Okay, so to turn it on, we've just got a on-off switch here. Just push that up and you'll see it come up in green, and you'll see on the little 2-inch LCD screen there, it come up, you know, for a password. So I've just got this one set at 1, okay, just to make it really easy for the review. Okay, so we hit okay. Obviously it's picking up my camera and everything over the top of the bench here. But as you can see, it's come up with Telstra, and look at that, we've got full coverage of 4G network there. So to access the menu, all you do is the menu buttons at the top here, you hit that, and this is really simple to set up. So you scroll down, you've got your mode, photo and video, which I want it to do both, okay? You can have either or both. I'd like it to take a photo, which obviously it sends to the phone, and then also do a video there. Now I've got the photo size is 24 megapixel. Now that's what actually saves on the memory SIM or memory card. Photo burst is just one photo in combination with the video. If you take it off video and have it as photos only, you can have several photos that it takes. Video size 1440p, so 2K high definition. Video length 10 seconds. I mean, look, you can put it up 30 seconds or more if you want, but just to save space on this memory card, I'll leave it at 10 seconds there. And sound on, obviously. Hit the menu again and then scroll across. Sensitivity, normal, trig interval, 0 seconds. Now time lapse, I don't want any of that. I just want it to work straight away. And the work day, I'm not setting it up to work on an actual specific day, okay? If you want, you can have this working only on weekends, for example. You know, but for me, I want it working 24/7. So menu, let's go across again. Now, arm camera, we've got a setting here where you basically can go down and arm the camera now. So if we had this set up on a tree or something like that, then we can arm the camera. Or what you can do is you just hold down the left button there and it will arm it as well. So there's the two options you got. Clock, you put in your date and time. Camera ID, GPS coordinates and camera tracker I've all got on. Password, that's where you can change the startup password to whatever you want. Timestamp, I want that because obviously I want to see the time on the pictures that it takes. Overwrite, now the overwrite is so that when the memory card fills up, it will go back to the beginning and start overwriting it. Okay, so the memory card won't get full and then stop working. Okay, the beep, I've taken that off. LED indicator, I've got that on. Okay, we've got a firmware update. Format, now format's good to have obviously when you get a new memory card. Make sure you format it there. You can go back to default and then you've also got an information setting there. Okay, a menu, go over to our last setting here. Now this is the important one. The send mode, you want it on instant, okay? So that obviously it instantly sends a photo to you. If you don't have that on instant, it won't do it. It'll just store it on the memory card and it won't send it to you, okay? Send via MMS. If you want to use email, then you can put email in there and set that up. Send to the phone. Phone, that's where you put in the number, and there's a choice there to put in a couple of different numbers. So if your partner or another family member, you'd like them to obviously get the notifications, well, that option is there as well. The email, if you want it sent via email, there's the option there as well. Image from, so obviously where it's coming from, so it'll come from this camera. SMS control always, so in other words, you can download an app and use it remotely with this, but I really haven't found the need to do it, but the option is there. Okay, now the image quality here, which is fantastic. It's the original S688 only had 640 by 480, which, look, it was okay. And this, keep in mind guys, is what gets sent to your phone, not what gets stored on the device itself, what actually gets sent to your phone. So They've upgraded it with this new S688, which is fantastic because now there's like what 1.3 megapixel photos. So you know, fantastic. 1280 by 960 is a big difference to you know, 640 by 480. So this is particularly good if you have this as a security device, like on a front gate. Then you know, you want to be able to pick up rego numbers and you know, the features of people's faces and so forth who might be trying to access your property. So this is a really good upgrade to have. Debug switch. Now I don't know a lot about that. I've never used that, but that's on, and there's obviously a log. Okay, so we go back, and that's pretty much it. So all you need to do is you go back here, and then to arm it, okay, as I said, you can just hold down the left button there. Okay, it comes up with an option there, arm camera, and you just hit OK for yes. So then you can close it up, and it's armed, and it'll start taking photos from there. So guys, price on these, I believe they're going to be about $600, probably maybe $599 would be the advertised price. But this isn't actually released yet, as I say, but you know, it will be very shortly, especially at the time of doing this review. If you do want one of the solar setups, guys, as I said, contact Pro's Choice and let them know what your application is, and then they can get you sorted with a panel that will best suit your needs. Okay, so let's get this set up on the farm now, guys, and hopefully we will get some pretty decent photos and video footage to show you. Okay guys, I'm going to wrap up my final thoughts on the Spromise camera. Now, I've had it operating for about 2 weeks now, and I've had some pretty good footage, as you've seen. Like, that's the real video and the real photos that you're looking at on this review. So, as I said, I really like them because they're very simple and very easy to use and set up, and fairly reliable. I find a lot of trail cameras in general, sometimes you can have just some weird things happen where, you know, it won't take a photo, or, you know, it may take a photo because like an ant or something has come across the sensor. But in general, for the price and what they are, I do really like these ones. So we'll leave the review at that, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching it. So till next time, we'll catch you then.